Hi everyone, I hope y'all are doing good today. We're gonna kind of try something new, which is literally whatever YouTuber has been doing ever. If y'all have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I love to talk about certain subjects and kind of like really go hard on the editing, and like part of the charm of my videos sometimes is the editing, which unfortunately is very hard, or at least it takes so long. So these kinds of videos that I'm gonna name a quick take are just gonna be me kind of just, if I feel like talking about something, I'm gonna sit down and talk about it, and it's not gonna be very scripted, and we're just gonna have fun with it. Are they kind of like YouTube freestyles? But yeah, I figured I can't really do that on the podcast. If y'all haven't been watching or hearing my podcast kiaraeshi, y'all should go watch the playlist or listen to it on Spotify and other medias. But yeah, I really just want to make as much videos as possible because I love doing them and I love talking about certain subjects. I just hope that this is kind of more of a condensed, kind of just a sometimes thing. I think about a subject and I'm like, I have a lot of opinions about the subject, but I don't feel like editing it for a week because I'm not lazy. I'm just a perfectionist. So I guess this is more me saying that these are going to be pretty loose, kind of ranty. So yeah, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. Today I'm going to talk about body image and body issues and body positivity and kind of go in that direction, which is why, trigger warning, I'm probably not going to bring up too heavy things like eating disorders and things like that, but I'm going to be talking about body dysmorphia and kind of just how our bodies are perceived in society. So if that triggers you, I'm just letting you know now. Just a quick note, I'm gonna be talking more from a perspective of a woman because I've never gone through what a man or a gender non-conforming, non-binary person feels like with their body image. So just letting y'all know that beforehand, but I feel like a lot of this can apply to people of any gender. So society really hates it when you're fat. Let's just put it out there. Fat phobia is very real, and I will talk about fat phobia, but really I want to get to the point of just unconventional bodies in general. Now, what is an unconventional body? I feel like I'm defining a glossary word. So an unconventional body is more like what we can perceive as ugly or just simply not attractive or desirable, I guess. And a lot of people find many features non-attractive, and that can even go into like ableism, because I feel like the body positivity movement is not just for plus size people, but it can also fit for people with varying conditions. I'm just gonna leave it at an umbrella because I don't want to get too deep into that, but again, I'm gonna talk more about like weight gain and all that kind of stuff, because weight gain apparently is just something so bad for people. I feel like the standard right now is slim thick, kind of just Kim K, Kylie Jenner. We all want that kind of body, I guess, which I guess still falls in what could be considered skinny, and I feel like skinny is still used as a compliment, which I really have a problem with across these last few decades, I guess, because beauty standards varied throughout the years, but recently we've been wanting to be skinny, and society wants to be skinny. They want the main face of society, big models, everything, to be skinny. And let me talk a little bit about skinny privilege, even though I don't want to offend anyone. That's never my intention on this channel, but like I feel like it is real just as much as male privilege, white privilege, all that stuff, because we do tend to see skinny as the norm or as the default kind of person, whereas someone who is plus, even the term plus is kind of like extra, you know what I mean, like added to what the regular kind of person is. I guess never really thought about it until this moment. And listen, I'm not like, I would never skinny shame. I would never tell you that if you have body dysmorphia and you're skinny, you're not valid in feeling that way. You are completely valid in feeling the way you feel as a skinny person or as a thin person, or you know what I mean. I don't think I have to explain it that much, but like I said, people do tend to use skinny as a compliment, whereas fat kind of has a negative connotation to it. So for example, to be completely honest, I don't think I fall into either. I don't know where I fall, but I do know I have an unconventional body. I'm not trying to victimize myself or anything. I'm just stating facts, really. And just also not just that, because like you can be skinny, but also people can tease you for maybe not having big boobs or a big butt or whatever, because those are the things that are desirable now in society. But I feel like there is a bias. Biases exist in everything, in racism, sexism, etc. And when it comes to body shaming and all these kinds of things, there is a bias where we think the skinny body is more beautiful or desirable or more accepted in society than the fat body. And fat people have every friggin' right to feel beautiful and feel amazing in their bodies just as much as anyone does. Anyone of any weight. I feel like when it comes to fat people, there's this thing where we kind of focus on their health. For example, the famous singer Saweetie, she posted a video of herself just like barging, eating a ton of McDonald's. And Lizzo, y'all know the singer Lizzo, she posted a video of herself doing exercise, or she just made a post about the fact that she exercises. And it is so crazy how people didn't deem Saweetie's video or whatever to be unhealthy, and people were shitting on Lizzo for exercising and doing something that's good for your body regardless of how you look like. Because if it was the opposite, people wouldn't really care if Saweetie was exercising, but people would definitely care if Lizzo was going down on a friggin' mukbang of McDonald's. And that's where I touch on obesity. I feel like obesity is a very serious condition. Is it a condition? Correct me on that if I'm wrong. But obesity is actually a serious health problem. And it annoys me so much when there's people with other serious health problems and they feel sympathy or even pity for those people, like, oh my gosh, like, I hope you get better or whatever. Yet with obese people, you have to accept that there is a disdain for people living with obesity. They blame their obesity on them. They hate on these people. They call them fat and disgusting and just all these horrible things. To be honest, the conclusion that I get to is that it's because a lot of conditions you can't see, and you can see obesity. People don't like weight gain. People have a bias against gaining weight. People of all sizes, if they gain weight, they see it as something negative or say like, oh my god, I'm getting so disgusting and fat. You know, the way I say it, it almost sounds like you didn't have to say that second word because we know how you feel about that second word. Which is why it's so annoying to me when I see people with conventional bodies, you know, with what the standard wants or whatever, saying I'm so fat and ugly, using fat as something negative, because judging by what you're saying, you're just ugly, bitch. Now I'm gonna bring 5 fatphobic phrases we have to take out of our vocabulary. It's in Spanish, but I'm gonna translate it so y'all can understand. Number 1, oh my god, I ate so much I'm like a fucking pig, when really you probably are just a little bloated, and definitely go back to your normal weight after a nice visit to the bathroom. Number 2, when people tell you that you look better when you've lost weight. This irks me so much because I actually did lose a little weight last year. I lost like 20 pounds and people were constantly complimenting me. And listen, losing weight, if that's your intention and that's what you want to do, and you compliment them so you keep them motivated or whatever, that's great, but sometimes we don't know the intention behind someone losing weight. So that's why in general I just think that complimenting people or talking about people's bodies directly to them in that way is kind of weird, and we shouldn't do that, period. This next one is number 3. You lost weight, you look so good. You know, this phrase, I was actually gonna say something kind of funny, kind of like, bitch, what the fuck, you're gonna say that I didn't look good before? But to be honest, I feel like it's something that you should never tell someone that you don't know that we're adamantly trying to lose weight. First of all, I don't think you should bring up someone's body in general ever. Like last year I lost some weight and people were always complimenting me, but it's so weird because sometimes I'd just be chilling doing whatever and someone would just be like, you lost a lot of weight, you look so good, and it'd be like, I wasn't really thinking about my body right now and how I looked, and now I am, so thank you. But yeah, never tell someone that they look better now or things like that. I feel like people try to cover it up, like, oh, you always look good, but damn, you look so good now, you know? And even I've been guilty of this, so I've learned from it, and, you know, just try not to make people think about their bodies at a party or something. Number 3, I want to lose some weight to put on a bikini. So ever since I've been on this self-love journey, I guess, I realized that, like, I was missing out on so much just because I hated my own body, and one of those things was wearing a bikini. So really just wear that bikini if you want to. Like, it really just, like, do I want to put on a bikini? Have I lost weight? No? I'm gonna do it anyway. Because that's just how it is. Like, tags on bikinis don't say this is just for skinny people. You know, unless, like, you're a size medium and you bought a Nike small, like, of course, just buy the one that's appropriate for you and just wear it. You know, you're so gorgeous if you only lost a few pounds. The times I've been told this, because I know my body's unconventional and I know my face could be deemed as conventional. You know what? I'm a pretty girl. But this is actually just so disgusting. Like, so you can appreciate the face but not the body. It's low-key triggering, actually. But never tell this to someone. And finally, one that I heard a lot this quarantine and was kind of annoying. I'm gonna be rolling out of this quarantine. Like, the phrase quarantine bod. I even made a post about it on my art Instagram. There were 2 people that were annoying. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so fat during this quarantine. I'm gonna eat up all the snacks. Oh my god. The fucking fitness trainers that were just like,
are you gonna just sit there and get fat? No. Buy my 12 course, whatever. I'm not gonna teach you shit just to hate on your body and eat this shit I'm sponsored by.
I knew that I was gonna get out of this quarantine hot if I ate or if I didn't eat, gained weight, lost weight. So let's get a little personal. You know, all my life I think I had been skinny, I guess. But I'd always had a pouch. It's kind of weird. I'm not a kangaroo. I've always had like a belly. You know, like, it's always been there. When I was 115 pounds, I had it. And now that I'm 130 pounds, I still have it. And I have always, well, not always, when I started my teenage years, I guess, I started being very insecure about it. And also, like, in general, even though we're not talking about it really, I'd always been insecure that I didn't have, like, a fat ass as a Latina woman. I was not a consistent exerciser. I am never gonna be a consistent exerciser, but I would try to, and I would try to do fad diets, and I would try to do all with the intention of losing general weight, but mainly that belly fat. And I'm gonna get into the intentions of exercising for my last point. I'd always wanted to be desirable, and I never really had that confidence of feeling desirable, which really sucks. Because I remember in high school thinking, well, I might not have the best body, but I do have charm, and I still do, baby. You know, because I'm not trying to blame anyone that, like, is actively trying to lose weight or gain weight or have, like, the hottest bod. I think that's great, and to be completely honest, the determination and the will that it takes to change your body drastically, that is super fucking admirable. But I feel like on the internet there is a lot of if only I had this body, if only I looked like her, if you know, and I have been a part of that. And to be honest, a lot of us do kind of deal with that as a side thing, I would say. Like, a lot of us kind of just see pictures, feel bad, focus on what we were doing again. But there are a lot of us, me included, that have kind of really dedicated ourselves to changing our body in unhealthy ways. And when I realized that, first of all, I was beautiful no matter how I looked, no matter how my body looked, because the most important part of me and the best part of me is, like, my confidence and my charm and my humor and my intelligence, which is not a lot. I only have 2 brain cells, but you know, content creating, all these things and all these talents, I guess, that I have, like, that's what I can offer the world. I kind of stopped focusing on that. I started focusing on the fact that I am a hot girl. And a lot of us are fucking hot girls. I feel like it sucks because so many of us have beautiful bodies. And just because we're all not slim thick, you know, slim thick bodies are beautiful, but not all of us have to look like that to be hot. I want to end on a positive note of, like, loving yourself and loving your body, no matter what it looks like. And at the end of the day, like, really sitting down and thinking, do I really need to lose weight or gain weight? And if you say that you do need to make changes to your body, just do it healthily. Love your body the whole way through. Don't be like those posts that are just like, I was so unhappy back then because I was so fat, and now I'm happy because all I eat. Now I kind of want to end the topic on a question. Think about this. A lot of us go to the gym thinking, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get ripped, or I'm going to get skinny, or I'm going to get so swole or whatever. Would you go to the gym regardless of how you would look in the end, or like in a few months or whatever? Or would you go to the gym for the sole reason of it's healthy and it maintains you active and it's fun and it's good for you. Because I feel a lot of people focus on the physical thing. They're like, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna look different and whatever. And it's like, okay, like of course you can do that. Like I said, like you definitely have a right to change your body if you desire so. Would you do that anyway, even if you didn't get the reward I guess, of having your body be changed? All right, I think that's gonna be the end of this first edition of Quick Take. As for like full length videos, I have a few in mind and I'm really excited for them. I'm just gonna leave them for like these few months because I'm gonna be pretty busy these next few months. But I will definitely have them in the schedule. I really want to spoil what they are. Okay, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked hearing me rant, I definitely talk a lot on my podcast. This week, the podcast is dropping on Saturday. I hope y'all catch it then. And yeah, I'll see y'all when I upload next time. Bye.